Welcome to the British Museum. This museum was founded in 1753 and was the first national public museum in the world. It is the second most visited art museum in the world, right after the Louvre. The number of visitors increased from 5,000 a year in the 1700s to 6 million today. The British Museum is dedicated to human history, art, and culture. The museum is a collection of over 8 million artifacts. I'm sure everyone knows that this is home of famous artifacts like the Rosetta Stone. The museum is extremely grandiose. The design of the museum was influenced by cultures all over the world. For example, this is the Westin Hall, which mimics the brightly decorated interior of a classic Greek building. Another example of this museum's grand design is seen in the Great Court. Its design was influenced by the Reichstag in Berlin, Germany. The roof was made of 3,312 glass panes. Each one was uniquely shaped. There are numerous exhibits in the museum, such as Ancient Egypt. Each exhibit houses artifacts from their respective cultures and displays them in a unique way. One example is the Nereid Monument exhibit. This exhibit displays a reconstruction of this large tomb with several of its frieze slabs placed on the walls of the room. This exhibit was designed in a way that draws visitors in through the way that the artifacts are displayed. The first aspect of this room that immediately stands out is the reconstruction of the tomb. It is so massive that it almost touches the roof. You can even see evidence of the reconstruction for the gaps in it. Visitors are able to get quite close to the tomb and are able to see its intricate details, such as the designs on the friezes. I mean, just look at it. Aren't you just overwhelmed by how beautiful it is? When I first saw it, I took some time just to admire it. There are placards placed on the walls on the sides of the tomb that display information on the Nereid Monument. The first placard talks about the monument itself. It talks about what the tomb was used for, reading, "The Nereid Monument was probably built for Arbanus, a Xanthian Dinas, and his family. His name appears on the inscribed pillar at Xanthos. He's mentioned elsewhere as the builder of the Temple of Leto outside Xanthos, and other monuments within the Acropolis of the city itself. Arbanus's exploits are likened to those of a number of Greek heroes. The theme of the podium frieze, a battle in the Greek manner, is probably taken from a line of one of those heroes. The smaller podium frieze shows the siege and surrender of a city and probably reflects a real event from the life of Arbanus, who died about 380 BC. This placard gives information on the masterminds behind the monument, reading, "The architecture has affinities with the Ionic temples of the later 5th century BC in Athens, notably the Nike Temple and Rhetoric on the Acropolis. The sculpture, too, shows strong influence from the Greek mainland, and the sculptors, like the architect, were probably Greek. The overall design of the monument, however, was subordinated to its function, and although the style of the sculpture is Greek, much of what it portrays is Lycian. The east side of the building has been reconstructed here, and the sculptures not incorporated are displayed elsewhere in the room. 3 of these sculptures are called 3 Nereids. They are sea nymphs, which are daughters of the sea goddess Nereus. They are believed to have escorted the soul of the deceased to the afterlife. Their drapery is windblown because they are riding the waves of the sea. They are originally placed between the columns of the monument. The other sculptures include the crouching lions. These were originally placed at the bottom of the monument as guardians of the tomb. The design of these lions is different from the monument itself, and is thought to be either reused from previous tombs or purposely designed to look older. And there are also several frieze slabs and pediment sculptures placed along the walls of the room. They are literally projecting from the walls. They display famous scenes on them from their culture. For example, this part of the pediment shows several soldiers, one of whom has fallen to the ground and raises his shield to protect himself from his opponent. This frieze is called the cella frieze, which places banqueters on couches. There are also servers in the scene and other attendants. All the displays in the room are surrounded by metal bars. They are low to the ground and are also not too far from the displays. This allows the visitors to get quite close to them. They are able to see all the details and do not even feel restricted by the barriers. The room's main light source comes from the skylights. This gives the visitors a feel of what it would be like to see this monument outside where it originally was. There are also benches in the room placed in front of the monument and 3 Nereids, allowing the visitors to sit down and enjoy these beautiful masterpieces. Overall, this exhibit does well in educating the visitors on the artifacts through all the numerous placards, but also displaying them in a beautiful way.